217 Recovery Podcast. It is the 7th of November, 2019. That's Chris G.
How you doing?
OSS. Find him on Facebook.
Yeah.
He on that snappy chat.
Nah.
No, he's not. My name is Corey Winfield, and we have another guest with us tonight.
I have no intro like Chris does over there, but it's
Well, introduce yourself, my friend.
Dylan Zachman
How
here.
you
Happy
doing?
to be
How
on
you
the
doing?
217 podcast.
Yeah.
Welcome to the podcast this evening.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Now, you were at a treatment center, and you were not in room 217.
I was not.
But you heard about the 217 Recovery Podcast when you were in there from Anna, I believe, right?
Mm-hmm. She was, yeah.
And what did you think about this? Were you like,
Initially, off the bat, I mean, I'm reluctant on certain things just because that's my nature. But no, she introduced me to it, and it wasn't really until I met you, Corey, that I really got in tune with the kind of breadth of what this is trying and beginning and really gaining a lot of momentum in doing with the recovery community.
yeah.
And it's impressive.
Well, thanks, man. And I bring people along. The people who started 217 Recovery with me aren't in it any longer. Ryan came along. It's the people that want to be a part of it and want to do something, and
It's your way to give back.
Yeah.
Through something that you've done, what you started, and then you just branch out with people that are interested, are intrigued by it. Me, I was, asked to be in a long time ago, finally made my way here.
Mm-hmm.
And, we have Dylan now with us, which is excellent. I know
Yeah.
Dylan. I've known Dylan for 40-something days.
It feels like 40 years.
Right. It happens.
Honestly, it does. And it's...
And that's the thing is in treatment, the relationships you build. Like as far as me and Corey, we've known each other for 6-7 months. Mm-hmm. But I was away for a long time, away from it, but still reaching out. But me coming back and staying in contact. And these are the friendships that you build in these treatment facilities. And some of these friendships are bad, believe it
Yes.
or not.
Mm-hmm.
We all know that I've had experiences with bad friendships, relationships in there, and that's everybody. But the good are the ones that you build, the bonds, like I said, it's people, places, things. But in these places, you can build things with people. So, definitely something to experience. It's a good experience, and it helps.
And we're all in early recovery too. And I don't know if you guys feel this way, but when I was in treatment last time, I just felt like this sense of like a light switch turning on. Mm-hmm. Like it just clicked on. And I had that ability to look at somebody and go, no, they're full of it. I don't want any part of that. And just move away, distance myself. And some of those people, I grew close with, but then over time I realized that's not good for me. Because like you said, Chris, like not all relationships are going to be good. Like you might like someone like, hey, that dude's cool. But then it just, kind of hits you.
I once spoke with a guy at his coin out and said...
We have to just... I didn't mean to cut you off, Chris, but something just happened here.
That threw me off as well.
At the house. We just had Tyrone. Like Chris is to my left. I'm in the middle on the couch. Chris is in a kitchen chair. Dylan's over to my right on the couch. And behind Chris is the TV and then the hallway. Well, behind the TV in the hallway, I see this shadow figure of a man. Then I realize it's Tyrone. And he walks past Chris. He kind of gives us the, hey, what's up? Oh, he's got to go to the bathroom.
Apparently.
You can go outside, Tyrone. Number 1 or number 2? You can go outside, bro. We got a backyard.
You all right?
Yeah. Huh.
Knock on the door. Tell him pinch it off. Tell him you got to go.
Well, that's the interesting thing about podcasts.
Yes. He walked by and he's in his
FTLs.
Yes.
FTLs, Fruit of the Looms.
Yeah. And he walked back and he's just,
These are the days of our lives.
And I hear, bathroom.
Was he sleepwalking? Is that?
It seemed like it.
Yeah, you ever like woke up in the middle of the night and you're just like, oh my God, I got pee so bad.
You just don't know what to do.
And then like triple that. I think that's what he's going through right now. Because first of all, he looked like he was in pain. I thought, are we being too loud out here?
No, I don't think that was
If my rolling on the floor and getting grounded and screaming earlier didn't wake him up, I don't think that we did. Because I get grounded, I roll on the floor when I get cravings. Because there's a nice floor in here. And
Nice wood floor.
it's excellent. Especially when I can't sit down on the couch.
That is your literal grounding technique,
It
Chris.
is. I don't wear...
We've practiced these in treatment.
I've heard people say, take your shoes off, touch the ground. Well, I had an experience when I was a child where I stepped on a slug, and it kind of ruined me for a while. So that's why I have slips or slippers, sandals on right now. I prefer shower shoes as well.
Looks like Tyrone's going to go outside.
So he'll be putting from the left to the right.
Did you notice how he's using his left hand to pinch his ween? I noticed that.
I wasn't paying attention.
Tomorrow he's going to be like, hey guys, I had to go pee real bad. I had to go pee so bad, I had to use the community toilet. It was outside.
We have community food. We don't have community toilet. Apparently the community toilet is out in the backyard.
Yeah, that's where it's going to be. At first he said no, though, like a gentleman.
Then he went and put his clothes on because we are in northern Michigan.
Yeah, because you don't want to go out. Yeah, that's the only reason. Like, if it was warm, I think he would have walked out in the
I'm sure
FTLs.
he would have. I would have. Even in my robe. I actually have my blue robe on tonight. Stafford. Matthew.
But the confusing thing about when he walked by at first, because Tyrone is a dark man, and he had some dark Fruit Looms on. So I first thought, oh my God, he just walked out naked, and he wasn't. He did have his boxer. There were tidy blackies.
The cool thing about podcasts is they can go any way, anytime, as fast as they want.
Or as slow as they want, going, bathroom. Bathroom.
Like a child.
God, we got to have him on tomorrow.
We'll definitely get him
Absolutely.
on because I've mentioned it before. Me and Tyrone walked down the street listening to Pantera and Slayer, looking like two people right out of Battle Creek. Walking.
Two people.
Keep in mind we're in Point City.
Yeah, the point that.
Oh, he's back. How's it going, Tyrone? You feeling good?
Say what's up, Tyrone. Yeah, you might have heard that. You might have heard that. I'll check that out. That's great. That's Tyrone, ladies and gentlemen. He's awesome. Solid cat. One of these guys you meet in places that you never think you'd be walking around Boyne Falls with.
Oh, see, that's what makes recovery fun, man.
And that's part of this whole community of things. You know what I'm saying? It's part of this whole community of people and places and things, good people, places, and things. And, like Corey was mentioning earlier, you meet people and you just kind of veer away from them. I was kind of mentioning before, I met a young man or an older guy, and I was like, listen, you're cool. I liked you here, but once we walk out these doors, we could never hang out because we know the problems that we could have.
Mm-hmm.
I'll be drooling on myself while he's driving the beer truck after we just stole it. So I hope he's doing well, but we haven't reached out and made contact with each other, but that's the person you meet. The people I've met, Corey, Dylan, the guys in this house, like I said, these people, every person in this house was in the facility we were in, which makes that unit tighter. And it's exciting. It's exciting. Look, I've told people, this is the best place I can be at this time of my life. Mm-hmm. Hitting 2 meetings a day, because I need it. I need it. For me.
And I'm proud of you, too, because earlier there was a situation, but there was a person who I like her as a person, and I think deep down, man, there's something there, but it's hard to be around people especially because I've been around her for a while, and you can only reach out your hand so many times before you realize you're getting pulled down too. Right. And I've distanced myself from her, and I told her, I was like, no, we can't really be friends because I keep my circle tight, and I want people surrounding me and the people that I surround myself with just the same vision of
where you want to go.
Yeah, this
where
is my sobriety. This is number one to me. This is the most important to me. And I'll help you. But then when you realize,
when it's not number one in their list of things, that's when you got to just go ahead and take those scissors and cut that string, and hope that they will eventually try and tie it again and tie that string back and get back to themselves. Because the people that we meet, every time you meet somebody, we're sober in these treatment facilities. We're sober. I once had a friend from the show, Anna, look at me at my coin out and said, "This Chris, I like the Chris that I've heard about, the junkie, that guy. I don't ever want to meet him. I never want to meet him." And unfortunately, she's met that guy a few times, but I've come back. But there's that old saying: try and try again, get down or fall down 7 times, get up 8.
Mm-hmm.
So it works. It works if you work it, if you want to do it right. But and we got Joey sitting down. How you doing? Put yourself in a situation that's not going to turn out good if you hang around. What is that? One bad apple spoils the bunch.
Mm-hmm. So, well, I mean, it's not really the bunch, but it can, and that's kind of like sober living. Like if somebody isn't following the rules, if somebody's not doing what they're supposed to do, because it's very, very, very simple to live here. It's very basic to be in a sober living situation, but it's how you deal with that.
Right.
Are you going to leave your cup out? Are you going to get mad when you get called out about it? How are you going to react? It's just a cup. Okay, see, if that's the kind of attitude that you're going to have, or, it's just something over there. Oh, not a big deal. Well, it's not a big deal to you, but there's a bunch of people that live here, and if you're starting to do that,
you got to think about life. Exactly. It's just one drink. It's just one shot of dope.
Yeah, nobody's going to know. If I leave that off, if I see a potato chip on the floor and I walk past it,
step on it and walk past it.
Well,
or pick it up.
It's not my day to do the floors.
No.
It's that kind of attitude of when you're going to walk past something and go, you know what? I'm going to pick it up and I'm going to throw it away.
Tyrone and I were walking through town today, and a woman was picking up cigarette butts off the ground because this is a nice town. And Tyrone was like, "Do you need a cigarette?" And she's like, "No, I'm just picking up the cigarette butts," which makes me feel bad. which makes me feel bad for fucking stinking throwing them down. Oopsies, throwing them down every once in a while. I didn't mean to say that. It happened. Sorry.
That could be Tyrone's community service.
Picking up cigarette butts in town.
There you go.
He could do that.
I do at some point want just a 5-minute in-depth explanation of what Tyrone was just thinking as he walked through this room. So for anybody listening, if you don't know Tyrone, and you definitely don't, inevitably he will make some part of his story in lovely Boyne City, Michigan, sound like he's down on Crenshaw in L.A. Like it just happens. But besides that point, no, it really does speak to a larger picture when, and I'm going to go back quickly. One of the things that amazes me and that is so great about this is if you were to ever see Chris and I refer to Chris and myself as this odd couple kind of, because if you were to see him and I walking through Walmart, you wouldn't really picture us as friends, but the level of relationship that we have is so in depth, is so endearing, is so sincere and organic, and it's only recovery. You name me a different scenario where this friendship really blooms, and I'll give you a high five. It just doesn't happen.
No.
And recovery just has this beautiful nature to it where that's what comes.
You get positive feedback from saying, "I went up and ran up a mountain today," and he looks at you and goes, "Nice job." But yeah, like you said, you see us walking together in a store, you're going to say, "How the heck do those guys know each other?"
Right.
Long hair, baggy clothes, tall guy, put together hair, but these are like the friendships you build. Good, positive friendships. I went to 8 meetings in 4 days.
It's awesome.
Nice.
Positive people.
Mm-hmm.
And I was going to mention topic tonight may be meetings. Because I've been doing a lot of them and I've been getting it. And you say these, you do these readings, you do these things in these meetings, and the reading today in one of these meetings was just stuck right out, and I was like, "Sheesh, get out of here, man! Really?" And it's basically talking about the things that we've been talking about. you're gonna hang around